Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about tautology, contradiction, contingency, and logically equivalence statements. Okay, you see, first tautology. A statement is said to be a tautology if its truth value is always t, irrespective of the truth value of its component statements. So, the truth value is always t, that statement is a tautology. And the contradiction. A statement is said to be a contradiction if its truth value is always f, irrespective of the truth value of its component statements. So, whose truth value is f, that statement is a contradiction. So, contingency. A statement which is neither a tautology nor a contradiction is called a contingency. So, we are going to see exercise 12.2 7th problem. Verify whether the following compound propositions or compound statements are tautologies or contradictions or contingency. Okay, so see now here this is the compound statement is given. So what you have to do? You have to write as a simple statement first. Okay, so here PQ is involved. So PQ simple statement you have to take. Then each bracket compound statement has to be evaluated. So it is P and Q. Next, here in this bracket what is needed? P or Q. So P or Q is written. Next, what you have to do? It's a negation of P or Q. This is the symbol for negation. So it is a negation of P or Q. So we have found, we are going to find this and this also. In between what you are having and. So that is the last column. So see now, if two simple statements are there, what is the truth value? How you can write? You can write as a 4 rows. So the first row, true, 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 false, false, true, false, false. Okay, here P and Q. This is the symbol used for and. And means both are true. That is P and Q. Both are true only, it is true. Otherwise it is false. So therefore here true, true is true. The other things are false. And here P or Q. P or Q means whose truth value, how it should be. Either P is true or Q is true and both are true. ஏதாவது ஒரு இடத்துல true இருந்தாலும் it is true. Both are true நாலும் it is true. Okay. So see here P and Q, in between you have to use R. So therefore true, true is true. And here one true is there, that is P is true. So it is true. And here Q is true, so it is true. And here what both are false, so it is false. Okay, P or Q means either P is true or Q is true or both are true. So here both are false, so it is false. So next what is needed? Negation of P or Q. So P or Q is here, whose negation has to be found. So what is the negation? Negation means if the result is true means its negation is false. If the result is false means its negation is true. So we have to write the opposite. So therefore here true is there, so you have to write false. Here for the truth value true, you have to write false. So the three results are false. Next one, here it is false. So negation of P or Q is true. So we have found. Next what you have to do? The compound statement P and Q. P and Q is in the third column. And negation of P or Q is in the fifth column. So see now, you have to look at only the third and the fifth column. So in between what you are having? And. So you have to see the third and the fifth column and you are going to apply the connective and. So and means what? Both are true, it is true. Otherwise it is false. You look at this here, it is true, here it is false. So one is true alone, but and means both are true only, it is true. So here it is false. Here false, false, so it is false. False, false, here also false. False, true, so it is false. Okay, so we have completed the truth value for the compound statement. You look at this. So the last column, the entries in the last column corresponding to this compound statement contains only F. So therefore it is a contradiction. Okay, so next one we are moving to the next problem, that is the second subdivision. P or Q and negation P implies Q. So first two simple statements you have to write in each column. So first P is written, next Q, and you have to evaluate the bracket term. So here what is needed first? P or Q. Next what is needed? Negation P. Next P or Q and negation P, that is written. Next one, the whole statement is written here. Okay. So PQ, two simple statements. So we have to write how many rows? 4 rows you have to write. The first row, true, true. The second row, true, F. That is TF. The third row, FT, FF. In this way you have to fill up. True, 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 false, false, true, false, false. After filling this, here it is what? It is P or Q. Or Q means any one is true, it is true. Both are true, nalo, the true. So here both are true, so it is true. Here one P is true, so it is true. Here Q is true, so here it is true. So here both are false, so it is false. Next, negation P. So look at your P and you have to write the negation. So for P is true means you have to write false for its negation. If P is false means you have to write true for its negation. So we have filled it. Next one what? P or Q, that is in the third column. Next, negation P, that is in the fourth column. So for the third and the fourth column you have to use which one? And. And symbol means both are true, only it is true. So see here one is true, so it is false. Here also only one true, so it is false. You see here third and the fourth column both are true, so it is true. Here only one is true, so it is false. So we have filled this. The next one, so we have to give the answer. So you see that P or Q and negation P, that is in the, what is it, fifth column. Okay, implies Q. Where is Q? Q is in the second column. So you have to concentrate only on which one? This fifth column and the second column. You need not worry about the other things. Okay, so which one? Fifth column and the second column. You see that implies is there. So if this statement, then Q. So it is a conditional statement. It looks like P implies Q. P implies Q. So what you have to see? You have to see only one condition. If the first statement is true and the second statement is false means the P implies Q is false. You have to see that first statement la T irukano, second statement la false irundha false. Otherwise the remaining everything is true. So what you have to see? T and F. First statement la T. So this statement is in which column? Fifth column. Fifth column la first T. So here you will have T. And the second statement is what? Q. Q where it is? Here. So first statement la T. Here in this third row you are having. And the second statement la here what you should have? F. But it is not there. So everything you have to write true. Okay. So here TF if you have write false. Otherwise everything is true. You need not worry about other things. So therefore here it is true. Here also true. Here also true. Here also true. I'll repeat again. So it is a conditional statement. For this conditional statement, you have to see only one condition. The first statement place, you should have T. And the second statement place, you should have F. Both has to occur. So the first statement place, the T is here. The same second statement, which is Q. Here, you don't have F. So if you have F here, you can write F. Okay, the resultant is F. But here you don't have F, so everything is T. So you see that the last column entries in the table corresponding to this compound statement contains what you are having? Only T. contains only T. So therefore it is the compound statement is a tautology. Okay, so the previous problem, you see that this is the compound statement is asked. Okay, so the last column entries corresponding to this compound statement is contains only F. So therefore it's a contradiction. Here the last column entries corresponding to this compound statement having only T. So it is a tautology. Okay, we'll come to the third subdivision. You see now P implies Q if and only if, double side arrow mark, it is a biconditional statement. So if and only if negation P implies Q. Okay, so first we have to split as a simple statement. So we'll consider PQ. Next, the bracket term P implies Q. Next, what is needed? If you want to evaluate this bracket term, you need negation P. So negation P is found first. Next, negation P implies Q. Then the total compound statement is written. See, P and Q we have to fill up. So it is true, 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 false, false, true, false, false. 4 rows we have to write. What is this? P implies Q. P implies Q, it's a conditional statement. You have to see only one condition. What? P is P is T and Q is F. Okay, P, T. So here, these 2 rows, you will have T. So the second Q, how it should be? It should be F. So in the second row only, you will have this condition. If you have T and F, you have to write F. The other results, you have to write T. So I have written. Next, negation P. What is negation P? You look at the column P. So you have to write the opposite of it. So for P is true means you have to write false. And if P is false means you have to write true. So negation P is over. What is the next one? Negation P implies Q. Or if negation P, then Q. So which column you have to consider? First you decide. So negation P. So that is the 4th column you have to see. Next one, Q. So you have to see only what are the columns. That is the 4th column and the 2nd column. What is it? 4th column and the 2nd column. But in the conditional statement, you have to look at your order. Order is important. What is the first statement? Negation P. And the second statement only Q. In the first statement, what you should have? You should have T. So you will, in 2 places, you will have T. But in the second place, what you should have? F. So see that for this first one, here you are having T, but Q also you are having T. So our condition is first statement, if you have first statement you should have T and the second statement you should have F. So in the 4th row it will satisfy the condition. If you have T, F, what you have to write? F. The other results are T. Other results are T. So I have written here. Okay. So see now. Here the last one, P implies Q. Which column it is? It is a 3rd column. And negation P, negation Q is which column? It is a 5th column. So which one has to be hide? You have to hide the in between. That is the 4th column. So you see that here what is that? In between what you are having? This is the 3rd column and this is the 5th column. In between you are having double side arrow mark, isn't it? So double side arrow mark means it is a biconditional statement. So how to write? Both having the same truth value. That means இங்கேயும் true இருக்கணும் அங்கேயும் true இருக்கணும். இல்லை இங்கே false அங்கேயும் false ஆயிருந்ததுனா it is true. Otherwise it is false. You look at the first one. Here true, here also true. Both having the same truth value. So you have to write true. But here you see that the truth value is different. One is false, another one is true. So it is false. Here you will have the same truth value. So it is true. Here you will have the different truth value. One is true, another one is false. So it is false. So you will get this. So the compound statement having the entry TF and TF. So see the last column entries are a combination of T and F. So therefore the given statement is neither a tautology nor a contradiction. So therefore whose statement which is called as contingency. So the given compound statement is a contingency. Okay, coming to the 4th subdivision. So you see now the last column alone I have written separately, but it is what it is. If you write it in the same tabular column, it is easy for you to evaluate. You see that here the question is P implies Q and Q implies R implies P implies R. So the statement is given. We have to check whether it is a tautology or a contradiction or a contingency. Okay, we have to check that. So first we have to split as a simple statement that has to be filled in the column. So first you see that in the problem you are having how many simple statement? One is P, another one is Q, another one is R. 3 simple statements are there. So therefore you have to write how many rows? 8 rows you have to write. So how to fill up the 8 rows? First in the P column you have to write 4T and next 4F. In the Q column 2T, 2F, 2T, 2F. In this way it has to be filled. The R column 1T, 1F. Alternatively it has to be up to 8 rows you have to fill up. Okay, so see the question. You have to evaluate the bracket terms. So the first bracket is P implies Q. I have written P implies Q. What is the next bracket? Q implies R. Okay, next one what you have to do? You need not go for P implies R. So in between what you are having? And. So therefore P implies Q and Q implies R. So left side is over. So each and every simple statement and compound statement has to be evaluated. First PQR is written. The first bracket P implies Q. Next bracket Q implies R. For these two in between you are having and. That has to be first written. Next you have to go to the right hand side. What it is? P implies R. Okay. After finishing the right hand side, you see the relation. Okay. So the first term implies the second term. So it has to be written. Okay. So see now. First one PQR we have written. So P implies Q. So what are the columns you have to consider? First and the second. Here what you are having? Implies. Implies, it's a conditional statement. You have to see one condition, that is the first statement true and the second statement is false. So see that here in 4 rows P is true. So you have to see the second, that is Q. So Q what you should have? If you have F means, so see that T and F here you are having. If we have your P implies Q is false. And in the 4th row also you are having TF. So therefore it is false. The other results are true. Because here the P is true. So you need not worry about if P is false. You have to see only the true. The first statement true, second statement false. So you have to see only the 4 true. So second statement how it should be? False. If we have T and F, you have to write false. The other results are T. So I have filled. Next one, Q implies R. Q is a second column and R is a, what is a third column. So second and the third column you have to see implies. Implies means if Q then R. So you have to see only one condition. First statement, in Q you should have T and R you should have F. Both has to occur. Okay, you look at this. So in the Q, in this 2 place, first 2 rows, that is first 2 places you will have T. You look at the R. So in the second row you are having TF. So TF, Q and R, TF means your Q implies R is false. Next you have to go for Q is true. So here you are having your Q is true in these 2 places. You look at your R. So R here in this row only you are having F. So TF means you have to write false. Okay. So we have completed Q is true. Okay. So the remaining results you have to write true. Okay. So next one. P implies Q is in the 4th column and Q implies R in the 5th column. In between what you are having? And means both are true only, it is true. So therefore here it is true, so it is true. And you see that where both are true, here you are having both are true, so it is true. So here also both are true, it is true. So both are true, it is true. So the remaining places you have to fill up F. Okay. So next one. P P implies R. What is P? P is in the first column and R is in the third column. Okay, so second column I hide it. Okay, so implies, you have to see which condition. P true and R F. If you have to write false. So P true means in the 4 rows your P is true. And look at your R. The second row and the fourth row only you are having the condition TF, TF. Look at the second row TF and the fourth row you are having TF. For the second row you have to write F. For the fourth row you have to write F. So the remaining results are only T. Okay. So the first term, second term I have completed. In between what you having? Implies. So where it is? This one is in the 6th column and this in the 7th column. So you have to look at the 6th and the 7th one. What in between you are having? Implies. So implies, it's a conditional statement. So conditional statement means what you have to do? The first statement is true. So in the 5th column you have to find out where the true are. On the 6th column you should have false, means you have to write false. Otherwise everything is true. So I'll go for this true. So here first. So the next one you should have F. So you don't have. Next T here you are having and here you don't have F. So the next T here also you don't have F and this also you don't have F. So you need not write false. Everything, all the 8 rows you have to write T. So it is written. So this is the compound statement it is asked. So you look at the last column entries corresponding to this compound statement contains only T. So therefore this compound statement is a tautology. Okay, you see that I have written the conclusion here. The entries in the last column contains only T. So therefore the given statement is a tautology. If you in exam you have to write it as a single tabular column. Don't bring the entry separately. Okay, so coming to the next topic, what is it? Logical equivalence. What is the next topic? It is logical equivalence. Any two compound statements A and B are said to be logically equivalent or simply equivalent if the columns corresponding to A and B in the truth table have identical truth values. So if you want to say the compound statement A and B are logically equivalent, means you have to see the columns corresponding to A and corresponding to B have the same truth value. So the truth values are identical. The statements are said to be logically equivalent. So you can denote A is logically equal to B. So 3 lines in between you can use, or otherwise in this symbol is used to denote the logical equivalence. So I'll come to the problem number 8. You see that? Show that for subdivision, the negation of P and Q is logically equivalent negation P or negation Q. So as usual we have to draw the truth table. So here only 2 statement P and Q. So you have to write 4 columns, 4 rows you have to write, not 4 columns, 4 rows you have to write. True, 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 false, false, true, false, false you have to write. Then you have to write the compound statement. So P and Q. Next, negation of P and Q. Coming to here, what are needed? Negation P, negation Q, and negation P, what are negation Q. So we have to find out this. So P and Q means what it is? And means both are true, it is true. So the first one, both are true, so it is true. So the remaining second row you will have only one T. The third row also you are having only one T. So both in the fourth row you are having 2 false. So therefore it is false here. So both are true only, it is true, otherwise it is false. So negation you have to write, negation of this one. So here you are having true, so its negation is false. The remaining false, so you have to write true. So left side is over. And coming to the right side, the first term, what is needed? Negation P. So you go to the column P whose negation has to be written. So therefore FF TT. Next negation Q. So the second column you have to write, if you want to write the negation of Q, if it is true means you have to write false. If it is false, you have to write true. So in this way, I have filled the negation Q. So in the question, negation P or negation Q. So here I have written negation P or negation Q. So you have to see which column, this column, that is the 5th column and the 6th column. In between what you are having? R. So R means any one is true or both are true, it is true. So here both are false, so it is false. Here one true is there, so you have to write here T. Here also the one true is there, one T is there, so you have to write T. Here both are T, so you have to write T. So which one you have to check? So here you are having this symbol. This symbol is logically equivalent. Logically equivalent means what I have said, the truth table, the truth values of the first statement and the truth value of the second statement are having the truth value or the truth values are identical, so they are logically equivalent. So negation of P and Q, it is the 4th column, and this result in the last column. You look at the 4th column and the last column, you see that first result both having F, so the remaining are T. Here also you are having the same thing. So the truth values corresponding to the first statement and the truth values corresponding to the second statement are identical. So therefore the two statements are logically equivalent. So that's why I have written the columns corresponding to this one. Which column? 4th column, and the 6th column corresponding to this are identical. So therefore the statements are logically equivalent. In the same way, we have to proceed the 9th problem. So prove that Q implies P is logically equivalent to negation P implies negation Q. So here how many statements, simple statements are there? P and Q. So I have written P and Q, only 2 simple statements. So you have to write 4 rows. True, 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 false, false, true, false, false. So you have to fill up. First one, what it is? Q implies P. Q implies P. Next one, what is needed here? Negation P, negation Q, then negation P implies negation Q. Okay, we'll go for this. Q implies P. So what is it? Q implies P. So it is a conditional statement. If Q, then P. Which is the first statement? Q is the first statement. So what condition has to be? Only one condition. So the first statement true irukano, second statement false. If you have TF, you have to write false. The other results are true. So what is the first statement? Q. So Q place you have to see the true. Here in the first row you are having true, and the third row also you are having true. True, that is T. And the second one is what? Second statement is P. So you look at this. Here you will have true, that is T. Okay, and here in the third row you see that Q is T and P is false. For if it comes, you have to write F. The other results are true. Okay, so negation P you know very well. So P is true means you have to write false. If P is false means you have to write 2. In the same way, negation Q. You look at the column Q and its negation has to be written. So see that here negation P implies negation Q. So you have to look at the 4th and the 5th column. So in between what you are having? So you see the symbol. It is implies. It's a conditional statement. For the conditional statement, you have to verify. You have to check only one condition. What it is? The first statement is true and the second statement is false. So the first one is here you are having true for these 2 cases, but in the third row only here you are having false. So for this third row you have to write F. The other results are true. Okay, so this one corresponding to third column and this corresponding to the last column. You compare the third column and the last column, how the truth values, they are identical. You look at this TT, FT. Here also TT, FT. So the columns corresponding to Q implies P, that is the third column, and the columns corresponding to the last one are identical. So these 2 statements are logically equivalent. And coming to the 10th problem, show that P implies Q and Q implies P are not equivalent. So same way you have to proceed, or not equivalent. First you have to write PQ, P implies Q, Q implies P. So implies, it's a conditional statement. What you have to get? The first statement is true and the second statement is false, means you have to write false, otherwise it is true. Look at your P where it to, here you are having in the 2 rows, you will have P is true. And you have to see Q how it should be, it is false. So in the second row only you will have that condition, so it is false, the other things are true. Now Q implies P means first you have to take Q. In the Q how many are true? First and the third row they are true. And how the P should be? It is false. So in the third row you will have 2, that is true, false. So if you have to write false, the other results are true. You look at this P implies Q and Q implies column. So see the truth value, T, F, T, T. Here T, T, F, T, they are not identical. So therefore they are not equivalent. Okay. And coming to the 11th problem, show that negation of P if and only if Q is logically equivalent to P if and only if negation Q. So PQ has to be written. First P if and only Q, next the negation of P if and only if Q, next negation Q, next P if and only if negation Q. So the compound statement has to be written. So in the same way you have to fill up the 4 columns. So what is it? It's a biconditional statement. Biconditional statement means both having the same truth value. So true, true, it is true. False, false, it is also true, because both having the same truth value. So here you have to write true. The other results are false. So negation of this you have to write. If it is true, here you have to write false. If it is false, here you have to write true. So I have completed. And come to now P if and only if negation Q. So what is needed? Negation Q. So see the Q column. Using this you have to write negation Q. So here you are having true, here you are having false. So here false, Q is false, negation Q is true. In this way you have filled. So which one you have to consider? P. So P is the first column and negation Q is in the 5th column. You have to see only the first and the 5th column. What is that? First and the 5th column. So in between what you are having? If and only if. If and only if means both having the same truth value. Both having the same truth value. Which column you have to see? The first column and the 5th column, isn't it? So you see the first row, P is true and negation Q is false. They don't have the same truth value, so it is false. So second one, you look at this, P is true and your negation Q is also true. So true, true, same truth value, so it is true. And you see the first column, F, here also F. So they are having the same truth value, so you have to write T. And here first column and the 5th column, F, T. So different truth value, so it is false. So which one? In the left side, which result is there? The 4th column result. And this is the last column result. You look at the 4th column and the last columm, how they are. F, T, T, F. F, T, T, F. Here also F, T, T, F. So therefore the columns are identical. So the given statement are equivalent. So next one, 13. Using truth table, check whether the statements and negation P are logically equivalent. So you have to check this statement first. First you have to find out this statement. For that PQ bracket PRQ. Next one, negation of PRQ. Next, negation P and Q. This whole thing has to be found. So we have found these two. In between you have to write R. Already negation P is here. So negation P you need not write separately. So PQ for 2 simple statements. So you have to write 4 columns. And PRQ. R means any one is true, it is true. Both are true also is true. So true, true is true. Here P is true, so it is true. Here Q is true, it is true. Here both are false, so it is false. So whose negation has to be written? So third column oda negation. So third column la engala true irko, fourth column la you have to write false. Okay, so here you are having true. So in the fourth column you have to write false. Here this is true and the fourth column its negation is, here it is false, so you have to write true. Next one, negation P. To go to the second compound statement, you need negation P. Negation P means which column you have to see? P column. That is the first column you have to see. So first column, the first two rows, they are true, true. So here you have to write false, false. Here false, false is there. So its negation is true, true. Next you have to find out negation P and Q. So negation P is in the fifth column and Q is in the second column. So you have to see the second and the fifth column. Which one? Second and the fifth column. Second and the fifth column. So see, in between you are having and. So conditional statement now you have to see the order. Here it is and. So and means both are true, it is true. You look at here. Here T, here you are having F. So it is and means both are true, it is true. So here it is false. And coming to the second one, false, false, also false. Here both are true. You see the second one and the fifth one, both are true, so it is true. Here false, true. So one is true, so it is false. I have filled it. So the whole compound statement has to be written, which is the fourth column and the sixth column. In between you are having R. So which one you have to see? The fourth column and the sixth column. So I hide the fifth column. So in between what you are having? R. So in between you are having R, isn't it? Okay. So R means any one is true and both are true, it is true. So here you see that both are false, so it is false. Here also false, here false. Here this one is true, so it is true. Here the first one is true, so it is true. So which one you have to consider? This statement. So this column and negation P. Negation P is in the fifth column. So look at your fifth column and the last column. How they are? FFTT. FFTT. So they are identical. So therefore the statement, which statement? Negation of P or Q or negation P and Q is logically equivalent to negation P. So in the same way we have to go for the 15th problem. Prove that. So what is it? P implies negation Q or R is logically equivalent to negation P or negation Q or R. So see the how many simple statements here you are having? 3 simple statements. So you have to write 8 rows. So P, Q, R. So in the column P, you have to write 4T and 4 false. In the column Q, 2T and 2 false, you have to write alternatively. And R column, you have to write 1T, 1 false. So look at the first one. Here, what is needed? Negation Q. So here, what is needed? So negation P. So negation P and negation Q is fine. Negation P is what? It's a first column with a negation. So the first column, whenever you are having T, so in this column you have to write false. In the same way, seeing the second column, you have to write negation Q. So see that bracket terms has to be evaluated. Starting from the first one, negation Q or R. Negation Q is in the fifth column and R is in the third column. Okay. In between what you are having? R. R means what? Any one is true, it is true. Both are true, it is true. So here look at this. One true. Comparing these two, one true is there, so it is true. And here both are false, so it is false. Here both are true, so it is true. Here you are having one true, so it is T here. Here also one T, so here you have to write one. That is T. Here both are false, so it is false. Here both are true, so it is true. So here you are having T, so here also T. So we have filled this. Next one, what you have to do? P implies a negation Q or R. P is in the first column. So you look at the first column. And negation Q or R is in the sixth column. So you have to see only the first and the sixth column. First and the sixth column. So you have to hide the second one, third and fourth. Fourth, fifth also you have to hide it. Okay, so you have to hide all the in between columns. You have to concentrate only on the first column as well as the fifth column. Okay, so in between what you are having implies, so it is a conditional statement. You have to see only one condition. What is it? P is T. This first statement is T. Second statement false varano. So you see to that. So here 4 T is there. See the next one. In the second row only you are having false. TF. So you have to write false here. Okay. So the remaining everything is you have to write T. Okay. So next we are coming to the next one. What is it? Negation P. Already written in the fourth column, negation P. Negation Q or R. So it is in the column number 6. So which column you have to see? That is the fourth column and the sixth column. So in between you have to hide the fifth column. Okay. Here you are having R. So for the fourth and the sixth column you have to write R. R means what? Either one true or no, it is true. So here one is true, so it is true. Here both are false, so it is false. Here one is true, so it is true. Here also one is true, it is true. Here both are true. Which one you have to see? This and this. Both are true, so it is true. Here one is true, so it is true. Both are true in the next two cases, so it is true. Okay, but which one you have to compare? Which column? So the left hand side is in which column? 7th column, isn't it? And this right hand side in the 8th column. You compare these two. How they are? They are identical. So you see they are having the same truth value in both the columns. So therefore these two columns are identical. So the given statements are logically equivalent. Thank you, students.